Well, very gracious of you, Sal Licata, to offer me. Oh, I did the Sal Licata thing again. You got to
Yeah.
forgive me on that. But you sent me this incredible equipment, and I think it sounds great. That's up for
Hmm.
you and the viewer to say. You know, the interesting thing as I wear my Hurricane shirt, because I was told by a wise man one time that the greater fan wears the merch, wears the shirt, wears the jersey after they lose,
Yeah,
because
I
you're
said
still
that
a
one
fan.
time. Where'd
I
you
don't.
get that from? That was my thing. You steal that
No,
from me too?
no. Another bald
Did you
man who
comb
have.
your hair today? What's with the hair?
Dude, I woke up way too early. When I woke up, I looked like Joe Shane yesterday when he at the press conference. I was
All right,
shaking like
all
that.
right. Give us your thoughts on Salah here. Just because I know you're a diehard Jeff fan, I
Yeah.
can't believe it. Now, I'm happy for Salah to get another opportunity. Like, I think that's cool that he gets a second opportunity. I just thought he was totally overmatched as a head coach. What do you think?
So I was going to go into there with the solid thing for me. It's interesting because you know, and it's been said before, I'm a Hurricane fan as well. And my quarterback, one of my favorite players of all time, is now going to be Salah's quarterback. So I have rooting interest in there. I have Cam Ward, autographs, rookie cards, and stuff. It's an investment as well.
Can you get to your opinion on Salah for
I'm
goodness
I'm
sake?
I'm
You
going
get
to.
the
It's going to
build up
correlate.
here.
It's going to
Good.
correlate. It's
Okay.
called a radio tease, Sal. You
Go
better
ahead.
start. You hear of it
Oh,
or learn of it.
yes. Teach me more about radio, Bada Booms. Go ahead.
You have to factor in every move that happens in the NFL that it's going to make the Jets look like fools. My prediction is Salah's going to get the right guy in there, maybe a large, jolly fella who used to coach in New York in that well-respected, often licked Giant building. And I think Salah's going to he's going to work on his second run. Now, he didn't get the year off, which I would have been more confident when they get that year off. Salah has the quarterback this time, no doubt in my mind.
Did you believe in Salah when he was here?
I wasn't anti-Salah. He's a phenomenal defense guy. And did you see
Right.
what he said about this time around he's going to call the plays?
Get the hell out. Wait, defensively you're talking about?
Did you see that?
No, I did not see that. What I did hear was, though, that he wanted somebody was telling me that he was telling the people that he was interviewing with in the building in Tennessee that he was going to bring Mike McDaniel along with him. And now that's not happening. McDaniel goes to I was going to say San Diego. McDaniel goes to the Chargers with Jim Harbaugh to be their offensive coordinator. Or at least that's the reports that it seems like. So Salah's going to be there without an OC. That's another good point, though, you bring up with Cam Ward. Salah would maybe be a good head coach. He's the last guy I would want to develop my quarterback. So what do you mean he said he's going to call the plays? Defensive plays?
Oh, defense. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know if you recall this as well. And I don't mean to go too much of a tangent, but do you remember Mike LaFleur?
Yeah, of course.
Brother of Matt LaFleur?
Yeah.
There was always reports that he used to butt heads with Wilson all the time, and I get it. Wilson kind of seems like he's got his head up his own you-know-what. But Cam Ward's not like that. Trust me from the bottom of my heart, if I have faith in anybody besides Patrick Mahomes as a quarterback in this league, it's Cameron Ward. 0-star recruit, had to go to Incarnate Ward. He's an absolute, excuse my French, I'll bleep this out later. He's an absolute fucking game changer. So I think for this, you have to factor two things, like I said. The Jets are always going to look stupid at the end of the day, and they have Cameron Ward.
That's a good point. I think your best point is I should take the L on this already. I shouldn't be looking at it as, wow, Salah was lost here. He's not a good head coach. I should be looking at it saying, Sam Darnold's about to be potentially in the Super Bowl. Look. Yeah, exactly. Look, I never thought he would be good because based on what I've saw with the Jets, everybody that comes to the Jets and leaves is better off for it elsewhere. Here, they can't get the job done. So you're right. In line with that thinking, the Jets got these guys all over the place. Todd Bowles, in the postseason. Normally, I know that he wasn't this year, obviously. Bowles leaves. He has some success with Tampa Bay. Geno Smith leaves. He has some success with Seattle. Obviously, it was a disaster with the Raiders. Sam Darnold leaves. He has success with the Vikings. And now the Seahawks on the precipice of the Super Bowl. Maybe Robert Saleh is a guy who leaves and goes on and has success with the Titans. I'm not so sure that's going to be the case. You mentioned we didn't talk about the national championship. Real quick, how you feeling? Where does it rank for you, being the big Hurricanes fan that you are, Bada Booms, as far as gut-wrenching, just heartbreaking, soul-crushing losses?
You're such an asshole, dude. You're such an asshole. This guy makes me wake up at the crack of ass in the morning, and he's rubbing it in my face and everything. But besides the point, I had a
I
preconceived
got you up
notion.
early because I know you want to go get a McGriddle.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming. I shouldn't have given that information.
Why you're up this early? I get it. I mean, it's in time for you can go get a McGriddle now. Be happy.
Jeez, bro. But makes for awful radio, but I'm genuine. That is funny. I gave him that ammo last night, guys. That's not original Sal Licata content right there. Besides the point, can you repeat the question there, sir?
The worst loss that you've tasted is like with the Jets. You've never experienced. You know, you haven't gotten there. You're too young, and the Jets haven't been good to that level. They haven't played in a Super Bowl since.
Wait,
Super
can I
Bowl
go through
3.
them or no?
Oh no, you don't have to. I don't need a whole list. I want to know where that loss, being the big Hurricane fan that you are, where that ranks in the most painful, gut-wrenching losses that you've experienced as a fan.
Yeah, as a fan, it's up there with 5-5, which they of course everybody's got to bust stones and everything. I'll tell you what 5-5 is, and you'll remember real quickly. They were hitting me with Badas. Is this worse than 5-5? Is Game 5 of the World Series?
Oh, with the Dodgers, okay, Yankees. Dodgers,
Cover first
okay.
base because if they get out of there, and then you got to play it. It's never been done before.
I know what
happened.
Momentum. We don't need to rehash what happened. I want to know where this ranks.
I'm telling you where it ranks.
Okay,
But does that not rank? Am I not a fan of the Yankees and the Hurricanes?
So that was worse. The Yankees Game 5 loss to the Dodgers.
No, I think this game last night or 2 nights ago now at this point was worse because we were 51, and I know it's not the Bada Boom show, but you're asking me about something that means a lot to me. 51 seconds away from winning the national championship. Not, at one point, I didn't believe it. Going into that drive, because I'm a preconditioned pessimist, I said this is going to end one of 2 ways. Malachi Tony's going to break one for 65 yards, or Beck's going to throw an interception. Sal, do you know the outcome of every single last play that the Hurricanes lost this year? It's the same outcome. Carson Beck threw game-ending interceptions in all 3 of the games the Hurricanes lost. I'm not joking. You don't have to look it up. I watched every single Canes game this year.
All right. Well, I'm sorry that they lost
them. Well, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. But that Indiana team's phenomenal. Mendoza's an absolute gamer, dude. The way he took that shot and kept running. Of course, the Jets aren't going to get him either. So the rest of my life, I have to live with the fact that he beat my Hurricanes. There was 51 seconds left. 4th and 5, a quarterback draw. He takes the shot and still scores. Hoosiers are flipping champs. And then besides the fact, I have to see him in Vegas with Brady kissing each other and that big old goo. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get my stuff in. That was from the heart. I'm going to have to be reminded of Mendoza for the rest of my life. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I apologize, Sal. I didn't mean to do.
No, you don't need to apologize. We got worked up there with the national championship. And
that was coming from
the
heart.
Chest.
When I get into the Jet mindset, it really is just hate, anger, and despair inside of my heart and my head. So
let it go. Move on.
I can't get over it. But all right. So you asked me about Unreal. No, I wouldn't really be too interested in it because at the end of the day, I do believe in keeping kayfabe to an extent. I mean, like, look at Mike and Chris. They still keep kayfabe over these years. Do you know if they're talking right now? Do you know if they're friends right now?
Yeah, I mean,
well, do you really know that for a fact?
Yeah, I believe.
See, nobody really knows because they're keeping kayfabe. It's all a part of the thing. And we know you don't have to keep telling us wrestling's fake. We get it. Like,
it's not fake. It's scripted. It gives you a different perspective. I don't know what you don't like about it.
I don't know. There's some things that I don't like. If these 2 guys are in a feud, if they're working a feud, I don't want to see them being buddy behind the scene. There's still a little bit of magic in it, I think, like that you lose with that.
So did you watch the first season of Unreal?
I saw a lot of the clips, but there's a lot of stuff too that like pisses you off. If you like somebody and they're not getting booked right, and then they give you their reasoning why, it's like, what's your knowledge on the modern day product?
I don't watch it a ton. I'll check it out a little bit, but I'm not locked in. I do like getting into sometimes. Just it's a nice escape watching the big pay-per-views, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble. I went to Cena's last Raw, so we had some fun with that. But I love the Unreal show. Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
I was there too. Too bad we never run into each other.
Yeah. So I like watching the behind the scenes stuff, which then could maybe lead somebody like me into getting more into the current product. The way I would say it is for wrestling, for me, I was a fan of like since 87 to 92. Let's say I would consider myself a borderline expert from 87
before the Attitude
to 92.
Era. You got out of it before it got really good.
Yeah, once like Hogan left WWF back in the day, like and then I also started to become a certain age. I forget how exactly. Maybe 14-ish. I don't remember the exact. Yeah, maybe 13, 14. It was 92. So I was born in 79. So you do the math. But whatever it was, yeah, I just moved on. But there are times over the years where I got back into it a little bit with The Rock. I used to play on PlayStation 2. I would play I forget the name of the game.
SmackDown versus Raw?
I don't know if it was versus Raw.
Here Comes the Pain.
PlayStation 2.
Here Comes the Pain. I think that's what you're talking about.
You could use like 4 players, and
yeah,
Triple H had a sick finish. It was a great freaking game. So that kind of got me back in. Then Cena, and I'd say 06 kind of a little bit got me back in. There have been
You were a Cena guy?
Yeah, I like Cena.
Wow. I was an Edge guy, so either they combated each other. I love the Rated R Superstar. He's so good. Can I have your top 5?
One of my favorite I don't know if I have top 5 right now, but we could do that at some point. Hogan was my number 1 though. Were you a Hogan guy or no?
No.
I mean, you're
not at all.
22.
I hate Hogan.
You're a Hogan hater?
I'm a Hogan hater. From back in the day, I would say I really love Piper, Macho Man, and the American Dream, baby. Dusty Rhodes.
Now, how do you go back and you go back on the network and watch that, or whatever, on Peacock, whatever it is? Like, how do you, or YouTube? What are you doing to get your education on those guys, being that you're only 22?
Back in the day, my dad used to have like the Charter channel. It was a WWF Network channel, classics, and they used to have all the great matches. And he would go on there, and we used to watch it all the time, but especially from that golden age.
Okay. Yeah, so anyway, point is, I love Unreal. I saw that it popped. There's a couple of shows I want to watch. His or Hers. Have you seen that one on Netflix?
That's with Bernthal, right?
Yeah, the girl from Creed.
And Bernthal.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Jon Bernthal? You don't know who the Punisher is?
No, I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Punisher. Should I be?
Jon Bernthal.
He's the main actor in that, the cop?
How do you not know about an Italian legend? Like, you claim to be a big Italian bald guy, and you don't know another great Italian.
I don't claim anything to be Italian. I am Italian. There's no claim. I don't talk.
You gotta have more pride in that. You gotta. You're
the call me by the booms. Call me by the booms. All right, you're the claiming.
I couldn't be more proud of this heritage. My grandparents came over here on a boat when they were 16 years old.
All right, I'm proud of it too. I don't got to reference it every 5 seconds, and it's not why I would know some actor. I couldn't tell you who he is. I don't watch The Punisher.
Are you not preconceived to like a bald Italian man more than a regular bald man?
No. I didn't love Mike Piazza because his last name ended in a vowel. Oh my God,
you gotta keep it.
I love Mike Piazza because he hit homers in big spots. I couldn't care less where they come from, what country, if they're local, if they're not. I don't care about that stuff.
One of my favorite players, and I never got to see him play live once because his last name ended in a vowel, and he's a power-hitting catcher. I was not a power-hitting catcher, but I was a catcher who hit 4 home runs, over the course of his whole baseball career.
Are you going to watch Unreal or not?
No, probably not. Okay. I mean, unless you want to do a segment out of it. But, Sal, I think we should do maybe a little Royal Rumble review. It's coming up next week.
That's next week already?
Yeah, could you believe it? It's going to be in the Kingdom of Jeddah.
It's the 31st? I got to work on maybe getting a guest. All right, let's wrap it up here, Bada Booms. I got shit to do.
All right.
As I'm assuming you do as well. Go enjoy that McGriddle. Let me know how it is.
Yeah.
Sausage? You get the sausage egg McGriddle?
Sausage McGriddle. You get that one? You get that one?
No.
From, dude, come on. You were grilling me about not the Sandman before, and I pull a Sandman right. Big Daddy.
Yes, I remember. Right, where he gets
there
in time for breakfast.
Jets.
Yeah. Are you getting sausage egg McGriddle?
Sausage and cheese. I have something with the egg from fast food places that I can't eat it because it's too jelly. Like, why does it? I don't want an egg to taste like that.
Way too much information. All right, that does it for episode 4 of the Sal Licata Show. Stay tuned for more